Hi guys, welcome back to Jersey Fam. Today we're going to talk about the dining plan.
Woohoo!
If you know us and you follow us, you know that we are really big fans of the dining plan, but we accept all people and all opinions on dining plans. I realize that the dining plan is not for everybody. It's for a certain type of vacationer, and we are here to tell you all about it and if you want to consider it for your next vacation. I'll start off by saying that 9 times out of 10, when I recommend the dining plan, people are usually really happy with it.
That 1 out of 10?
Didn't use it the right way.
Or they come back. I'm talking about people that don't book it.
Don't take the dining plan. Yeah, they usually come back and they're like, I think next time I'm going to get the dining plan, because they don't realize exactly how much they're spending on food until the end of their vacation. It's Disney World. Prices are high. A burger is like a good $12.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be spending $5 on a burger in the park.
Yeah.
But let's go over what the dining plan basically is. The dining plan kind of makes your vacation an all-inclusive package. It will include food and snacks and a refillable drink mug. We'll go more into detail about that, but essentially it's covering food for your vacation. There are different levels to the dining plan as well. How to get a dining plan? How do you get a dining plan?
How do you get a dining plan? All right, you got to stay on property to get a dining plan, pretty much. If you're not staying on Disney property at one of their hotels, you can't book a dining plan.
That's a common misconception. People just think it's like part of the package, like you could stay off-site and get a dining plan, but unfortunately, you have to be staying on property to get a dining plan. It just makes more sense to do it as a full package.
Yeah, absolutely. And you do save money, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah. How to use your dining plan. So when you get the dining plan and you're staying on property, obviously you're going to have a magic band, and all of your points for your dining plan are going to be on this band, and that is what essentially you're going to use to buy your food. So you'll go into the restaurant, they'll ask you, they always ask, are you on the Disney dining plan? You let them know, yes, I have this plan. They scan your band just to make sure you have points and all that stuff, and then you just sign, tip, you're done.
Yeah, that's one thing. The tips for the sit-down restaurants, they're not included.
Right.
So just keep that in mind.
Cool. So now, different types of dining plans. There are now 4 different types of Disney dining plans. Do you want to talk about the first 2?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, if you look back in our videos, we do have a dining plan video already where we've kind of gone over this, but now this is more of an update.
It's changed.
Ever since they've added a 4th option. So, our first option, which is the lowest plan they have, is the quick service dining plan. It comes with the refillable drink mug. You get 2 quick service meals and 2 snacks per night of your stay. All right. So pretty much, if you don't know, a quick service is more of your walk up to a counter and order your food, and then they'll give it to you and you go and find your own table. Whereas a sit down meal is going to be where you sit down, a waiter comes to you, and things like that. All right. So that is your quick service meal.
Things you want to be careful with when you have the quick service dining plan is not mistaking a snack for a quick service credit.
Yes.
That's a big misconception. Sometimes when you go into like your hotel cafeteria area and they have like little things with grapes and cheese, and you go up and you're thinking you're using a snack, and in actuality you're actually using a meal. So just make sure before you grab something that you know what it's equal to. The cast members will always know, and they'll be able to look it up for you if they don't. Go ahead.
Everything's usually marked as well.
Yes.
So
Sometimes it could be a little bit confusing, but mostly you'll know whether it's a snack or a meal.
Okay. So your next option is the regular dining plan. It's called the dining plan, but I call it the regular dining plan. This one comes with 1 quick service meal, 1 sit down meal, 2 snacks, and the refillable resort mug. That's per night. Remember, it's always per night. Okay?
So meaning if you're staying 4 nights, on that 5th day when you check out, you will not have any dining credits left unless you allow them to roll over, which we'll talk about in more detail later in the video.
Yeah.
So now we have the brand new Disney Dining Plan Plus, which is for those people who aren't quite looking for their regular where there's only one quick service and one table service. This one is 2 table service meals, 2 snacks, and a refillable drink mug. Whether you think that that is worth it or not, that's up to you. Personally, I don't know. I don't know if that's the one that I would choose.
I don't know. I mean, we always use Deluxe. That's just personal preference for the way we vacation at Disney.
One thing I did want to mention about these dining plans is the added value of having your alcohol included.
It's true.
The dining plans actually include 1 alcoholic beverage per person for anybody that's 21 and over. And that's if the place you go serves alcohol. So if you go to like the hot dog stand, they're not going to serve alcohol, so you're not going to get your added beverage. But yes, it includes 1 alcoholic or a specialty beverage of your choice. So like a milkshake at 50's Prime Time, or some type of, I think they do like the Buzz Lightyear drinks for the kids, will be included as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we have the Disney Dining Plan Plus, and the Deluxe Disney Dining Plan would be your next dining plan. That's going to include 3 table service meals, 2 snacks, and the resort refillable drink mug. The difference between this dining plan is that you get an appetizer at your table service meals. We're going to go through and circle back and tell you exactly what's included in every single dining plan.
All right, so when you go and you actually get a quick service meal, pretty much what's included is usually like an entree with a side and a drink. That's it.
Sometimes you get like a cookie. Like the kids, they'll get like a dessert.
Sometimes, yeah.
So in certain
if it's like a meal or something like that. Then you have table service meals. Now, they all come with your entree, your drink, which can be alcoholic, and a dessert. The only time that this is different, like she said, is when you get the deluxe plan, where each person will get an appetizer. Right. Now, they say that kids need to order from the kids menu. They've always said that, but every time we've gone, that's never been the case. Our kids have been able to order something from the adult menu if they wanted.
That's how we usually do with appetizers.
Yeah, so. And with appetizers, we'll get, like this last vacation, we took my parents out to eat. They didn't have the dining plan, but I mean, there was a lot of us, so we took advantage and got 5 appetizers for the table.
Right.
You know, and we got to try a whole bunch of different things. Right. So it's a little bit of an advantage.
Right there.
Yeah.
You got the hiccups?
Yeah.
So, you may be able to get the kids' adult menus. You may not. I don't know if they're going to start cracking down. I have no idea.
Supposedly they say they did again.
Yeah, but then when we went, we didn't experience that. And they were like, they can totally get off the adults' menu. So, yeah. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
I guess maybe it depends on your server too.
Yeah.
But...
one big thing I want to mention, and this is another reason why we like to get the deluxe dining plan, is signature dining.
Yes.
So you have your quick service, you have your table service, but then you have your signature dining, which is a table service, but these restaurants take more of your points. So let's say you want to eat at Cinderella's Royal Table, which is a signature dining restaurant. That means that for every person who eats, you are going to have to use 2 dining credits when you sit down to eat there. Do I think it's worth it? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I do.
100%.
Maybe not Cinderella's Royal Table, but I won't go there. That'll be a different video. But there are definitely signature dining restaurants that we feel are worth it for the 2 points. And that's partially why we enjoy the deluxe dining plan so much, is because we can afford, because we have so many points, we can afford to say, okay, let's skip lunch this day and have a big buffet breakfast, and then let's go to Paddlefish and let's spend 2 table service there.
And it's worth it.
Point. I mean, if you go back and look at our video, I'll link it up here, of how we spend our money on the dining plan and how much it cost us versus how much we saved. It's completely worth it.
Absolutely. We saved about $1,000. Just putting it out there. You can watch the video. We saved about $1,000 eating at Disney.
And that was not including like tips and stuff like that. Yeah. But yes, we did save money. Also, with your drink mug is a resort drink mug. So you're not going to be able to refill those in the park, but once you get to your resort, if you're spending a lot of time at your resort, it's worth it. They also have an option now where you can upgrade for $10 to a stainless steel cup. That'll also be in the other video if you watch it. We actually show it on camera. That mug is great for when you wake up in the morning and you want a coffee or a hot chocolate, or you come back to the room and you're thirsty. It's like always our first stop when we come back is to grab waters or Powerades or whatever we need and go back to the room to relax.
Let me just say, this last time that I went, I did upgrade and I got the stainless steel mug, and I'm really glad that I did. In the morning, I went over, I like to drink Powerade. I got my Powerade, filled it up with ice. That drink stayed cold for more than half the day. So I have no complaints there. The other mugs that you get, ice melts right away. So it was a nice advantage that I'm walking around, it was hot, and I was like, oh, I have this ice cold drink still. So definitely a good advantage to upgrading.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to carry them in the parks, and that's one thing that we have noticed is if you're not by yourself or if you don't have a stroller, they can just be a little much.
Yeah.
So it's like there's not like the upgraded ones don't have a handle.
No handle.
The ones that you get with your dining plan do have a handle, but the handle is like cumbersome when you're trying to mess with it inside of the stroller.
Yeah.
I've actually seen people do like the shoe organizers on the back of the stroller and stick the mugs in there, and it works. Usually we're done with our water within like 5 minutes, so they just all go on the bottom till we're coming back the other way.
Yeah. Also, we have our backpack. Like when I went, I stuck mine. I have
we just stick on the side.
I have a little thing on the side to hold a cup on the on the backpack, and that's how I walked around.
Or like the carabiners, I have those on the backpack, and usually I'll just slide mine on there and carry it on my back.
Yeah, for the one with the handle, yeah.
Okay, for snacks, every person in your party is going to get 2 snacks a day.
Yes, every person.
Every person. So for us, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
10 snacks per night. 10 snacks
a night. I could tell you right now, people are always like, well, who needs that many snacks when you're eating 3 meals a day? And you would honestly be really super surprised as to what you can get with a snack credit. That's one big benefit of us being able to like, oh, let's skip lunch and just go get a big snack. And then everybody gets what they want, especially when we're in Epcot. I think that's why Epcot is like
food and wine.
Right. Epcot is like one of my favorite ones because we will eat breakfast. We'll either go to like a buffet, we'll do something big for breakfast usually, and then during the day while we're at Epcot, we can use those snack credits to go around and get whatever we want out of the booths. What else? We've used it at Plaza Ice Cream, and you get huge sundaes for a snack credit. So it's like we do that, and then we'll have an early dinner. That's how we usually do it. Even if you have snack credits left over, a great advantage, and I've said this in probably every video we've ever made, is being able to buy candy and treats to take home with you.
Yep.
Even if like you guys don't end up keeping them and you end up giving them to your neighbors or giving them out.
They're good souvenirs.
It's really awesome. Like Goofy Sour Balls. That's like a #1 drive home snack.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because remember, we drive.
Yeah.
So these are things to keep the kids quiet in the back. You know, they're restless. They spent a week in Disney. They're tired. I mean, they do sleep a lot, but when they're up, sometimes they get a little restless. They don't want to just sit in the car.
Right. And so it's nice
throw
to
back some
like,
snacks.
Hey,
here you go.
Candy
here's a piece of Rice Krispie treat.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
Keeps them quiet.
So I will tell you that even though you're probably going to have snacks left over, it's an advantage, not a disadvantage.
Just make sure you use them.
Yes, please don't leave without. On your last day, make sure you know how many you have and go and spend them in Disney Springs, in the last park that you're in.
You could literally go to your hotel's gift shop and find snacks in there.
Exactly.
Just do that. If that's
if it comes down to do it and you don't have time, just go into your hotel's gift shop and buy a bunch of Goofy's Candy Company.
Not gonna lie, I had to do that this last time.
Did you?
Yeah. I had to run out from Epcot, get an Uber back to the hotel, and literally my Magical Express was pretty much already loaded up. I was running pretty late, and I had like 2 snack credits left, and I was not letting them go. So I went to the bus driver, And he was like, oh, okay, just go get this or whatever. He was like, I still have to put all these luggages inside the bus. There was a whole bunch. So I was like, okay, perfect. I ran in, I grabbed my 2 snacks, and by the time I got out, he was almost done. And yeah.
That's how it worked, you see? So please, please, please watch our videos on the dining plan and why we think it's worth it. I really think that it's a great way for families to vacation because our kids eat, we eat. Part of the reason why we go to Disney is because we love Disney's food. I don't eat burgers and fries all the time like that. Like, that's not my food. I don't, you know, if that's your food, the quick service dining plan is still a great value.
Yeah, you do it. You do it.
I do. When I go by myself, I do the quick service dining plan. Yeah. Or just the regular, where I have a quick service and a table service. Just because it saves money either way. Like, you're gonna eat when you're there. You're gonna save money. So I would say definitely weigh what you think is better. Talk to your travel agent. The key to making this worth your while is to get free dining.
Yes.
Basically, that's the promo that we always go for. So when they release free dining, we're like, wanna go? Wanna go?
Yeah. Like,
should we book something? Because free dining, you don't get a room discount, but you still save money. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yep. Now that's not the case in every case, because I have had clients where it actually was like $50 cheaper for them to go ahead and get the room discount and just pay for their dining plan. But
it all depends where you stay.
Exactly. And how many people you have in your party and all of that stuff. Yeah. So talk to your travel agent, like I said, and make sure that you know you're getting the best deal. Either way, though, if you get it for free, you don't get it for free, you still save money. Yeah. I promise you.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you do have any questions, you could always reach out. You can comment below. You could find us on our Facebook page and shoot us a message. We'll be more than glad to answer your question, to try to help you out, you know. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I think that
covers really the dining plans.
If you have questions about your dining plan or how to use it the proper way, let us know.
We're here for you.
That sounds like a PSA. Like, we're here for you.
We're here for you.
We're here for you. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, give us a like to let us know you're here. Subscribe if you like what you see, and everybody have a good night. Bye.
Bye, guys.